What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Predecessor video. It's your boy Cameron here. Today we have a fun one because we're actually going to be discussing a topic. We're going to be playing the game live while we talk. We're going to talk about Predecessor and why there's a perceived toxicity within the community and the game. It's kind of just breaking down the situation. I'll tell you my thoughts and feelings about it, and we'll kind of discuss it, but I want to get to the meat and potatoes on toxicity and why it is that way. And I'm not talking about the amazing System of a Down song Toxicity, which is a banger. Toxicity in Predecessor primarily stems from just the fact that we have a very high stakes MOBA team game where it involves your teammates and you all performing well in order to achieve a victory. This isn't as much of a game where you can just do it all yourself. I know a lot of people talk about carrying the team and all that stuff, and there are standout players in Predecessor, but at its roots, it's a game that involves team based actions together. And if you're not all working together, there can be some issues where you're just thinking a teammate's either throwing, inting, which is intentionally feeding, or just downright just not playing well, right? And people want to blame each other because it's a lot harder to say that you're the fault of the team than it is to say little Timmy doesn't know how to freaking play. He just jumped into a 5v1, right? So at its core, the game itself is kind of a breeding ground for toxicity. As much as I love this game, this is my favorite game of all time. This type of genre, this game itself, is a breeding ground for toxicity. Now, Call of Duty, on the other hand, it has more of like a, or any first-person shooter, it has more of a you're at your own pace type of mentality. The win is not as important as you just doing well and playing the game and having fun. Where it is, this one more feels harsh losing, especially when you put ranked into the picture. It's a lot more personal when somebody is not doing well. I don't know why it feels that way. Maybe I could think it over for a bit, but it just feels that way. And I played a lot of first-person shooters. It never feels like, oh, my teammate's ruining my game kind of feel when a teammate is not doing good. So that's one part of it, right? And the other part is there's just so many ways in this game that toxicity can brew. You have AFKing, which is literally just staying at base or just barely moving to avoid Omeda's AFK detection. That's one way. We have the spamming of pings, as you know, like one of these. You can just keep spamming those. That's very toxic. It's a toxic thing to do in the game for some reason. I don't know what it is or why, but it's toxic. Just, verbal abuse as a whole. So, using language in chat or talking on the mic and saying crazy shit. So there's just multiple ways you can be toxic in Predecessor is what I'm trying to say. There is also the issue with matchmaking that can kind of bring toxicity. There's players that feel like they're leagues above you. Maybe they're a diamond player and you're a silver player, and they feel like they can shit on you because they're better than you. But in reality, in a perfect world, experienced players will try to bring up the newer players and say, give them tips and be helpful. A lot of times, though, that could just be toxic, like, you're a bronze player, get out of my lobby, and that's what they do, So that's another aspect of it. Even the CEO has mentioned Predecessor, just its community is just inherently toxic. The CEO has also confirmed it, because for those of you that don't know, I'm sure that all of you know at this point, Predecessor is risen from the ashes of Paragon. Paragon was the OG in terms of this game. And so a lot of people have these connotations that if you're not playing the way Paragon used to be, or have the same play style, that you're kind of like you're not good. I don't know. Like they just feel like they're better than you. If you're a Paragon player playing Pred and you've never played Paragon, they just think they're better. I don't know why. We're going right in on this guy. No, we're not. I thought he was going in on his camp. Wait for him to start it. Let him back. Oh, this is a genius strat. Genius strat. Oh, he finished it. Fuck. Oh well. It wasn't as genius as I thought. So that's one thing. There's a few more. We'll get to them in a little bit. I think the way it could just be fixed, as cliche as it sounds, is just try to be positive in your games. Try to change it at your level. Because if you're more positive in your games, you're going to get that out of your teammates. One thing that I think is funny, long ago, this option here used to be good job. Predecessor has stated it was used too much toxically in more of a, ironic sort of sense. Like, good job whenever you kill yourself or make a bad play. They replaced this from good job with out of mana. And so if you see people spamming out of mana after you die, they're sarcastically meaning good job killing yourself, you nimwit. And just another example that Omega had to tweak themselves because they're aware of how toxic the game is, which I think is kind of funny. Yeah, that changed about, like, I want to say 6 months ago. Maybe it's been a year. I don't know. Somewhere within that time frame. Missing mid. I don't think he goes in on it. No. So we're going to go back over here to our red and take that. Clear this red real quick. There's more topics I want to talk about with this. I made a list. I'm just going to scroll through it real quick. I am not in my own little world here. Okay, so we're also just talking about this build real quick. This is the max Shinbi damage build. Because Orb of Growth, if you don't know, turns into Orb of Enlightenment. Once it evolves, you have to get your 500 stacks. But it actually gives you, because I think it's like 5, it's either 4 or 5 magical power each level. It turns out to be like 137, I think, or 140 magic power. It's like one of the biggest magic power items you can get is Orb of Enlightenment. But you have to stack it, and it takes a long time to build it, because you see we're only at 12 stacks. I think it doesn't get built till like minute 25 or 20 or something like that. It takes a long time. Yeah, it takes a long time to build it. I don't know why I didn't get Sentry. I think I forgot to do that at some point. Yeah. And there's always like news hubs from Omega and Pred trying to reduce toxicity. They've added this report system, and it has like 10 different reasons on how you can choose to report people for toxic behavior. So it's just kind of... Damn, that's rough.
best
Not
performance.
bad. Did okay there. Horus is coming back, though. Take his 2 camp real quick. Whee! I'm just gonna back right here.
Back in a second.
Those are the main reasons. It's just like a echo chamber type of thing. Once one person's saying some negative shit, more people end up being negative, and it kind of... It's an endless cycle of toxic behavior. Damn, they're owning my duo. But overall, like I mentioned, as cliche as it is, I think it can be changed just at, you know, the player level by us just trying to be more positive in our games. And if you really have a tough time, because I have a tough time, I sometimes argue with these kids. I end up just muting people. Like, that's really all it comes down to if you do have a tough time.
All right, we did good.
Yeah, we gotta just back up here. A good kill from my my carry. It doesn't work.
Nice work, everyone.
Oh wow. Nice. We're making a little comeback here. I think it might end up going pretty well for us. Let me get this. Walk up here. I think I have like 10 seconds on my red. It's kind of at the lengthier end. I'm willing to wait. I do also want to hear from you guys in this video. First off, if you have any funny, toxic stories, I would love to hear them because I think they're funny. But I also want to hear from you guys if you think of a solution other than the cliche shit that I said. I feel bad. She was fighting him for a while there. That did not help. I'm being toxic as fuck right now. Yeah, like I mentioned, if you have a solution,
Ooh, that one looks nice.
I'd love to hear it. Because there could be multiple ways to improve this. Their Kira is doing great, dude. 4-0. Damn. Not my Murdoch. Because even I have a struggle with it. Like, somebody wants to say you're an ass jungler, I might throw hands, man. I might say some stuff too. And I don't know why. Like, why I let myself get upset by it, but sometimes I do. Then I remember they're just upset that their game's being lost. Wow, they just worked us frontward and backward over there. Shit, man.
Let's just stay back a bit.
Yeah, he's starting to get pretty fed over there. They've been fed. Who am I kidding? All of them are doing great. My Zarus is dead. One by one, we're just throwing in there. Can't be doing that shit, man. It's okay though. I'm more. We have no carry. Why would you build Imperator? Yeah, these guys are being toxic as hell. To be honest, I've been kind of backseat playing. I could have done a lot more in a lot of these fights. I definitely take accountability. I still have ward. Like I'm throwing too. Look at him teleport. You threw me that back. Ah! Okay, I guess we're going over. Hello. Dodged it. Whee. Yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna grab this though. At least I hope I do. I should go in. I want to get it though. Wow, he is just. Oh my god. So they threw that man right in the chopping block. Oh, no way! I actually went sideways! I went sideways and he still hit that. That's impressive. Wow, we're getting freaking worked in this game. That's crazy. Everybody surrendered. They were like, nah, we ain't doing it. That's actually perfect anyways, because I think I talked about all the points I wanted to. I do think that the game can be improved with the toxicity. It's just, it really comes down to, what it comes down to mostly is the community. And trying to build a more positive atmosphere. I think that we kind of have our work cut out for ourselves, just because the game itself, like I mentioned, is so inherently almost toxic as like how the gameplay is set up. Feels kind of toxic, right? Oh yeah, who got the least damage in the game? This guy. I'm reporting myself for inting. Feeding. But I do think it can be improved. Let me know what you guys think of the game as a whole and where it could go in terms of being less toxic, or if you think it's just kind of cursed and doomed to be toxic. I'm always curious to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions on that. I will catch you guys in the next one. It's been your boy Cameron. Peace and butt grease. Deuces.